and he did the video, and he came back, and on the Monday, the terrorist attack happened, like hundreds of people died.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, this is the exact same thing I was scared of. The video we did the other day.
Yeah.
I was going to say, actually, it was a bit of a because a lot of the content of us at the table was just chatting.
Yeah.
Got cut. The main focus was on you guys getting electrocuted, which is funny.
Well, so I was saying, when he asked me to do it, he told me it was like obviously an etiquette lesson. But what did he tell you?
Oh, so this actually, so when he first messaged me, he didn't even tell me it was a video. He just goes, hello, mate, getting a few of the boys together to do some etiquette training. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, oh, we're going to learn how to speak confidently, how to talk to girls, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is kind of like a Freezy thing to do. Like, get some of the boys just do something a bit weird.
True.
And I was like, he knows that I'm a bit of an awkward bloke. You know, can't really talk. He was like, he's found some of my weaknesses, and he's helping a friend out. So I rocked up thinking that it was just going to be me and a few of the guys, just having like a sort of like I don't know how to put it, but like a sort of like Andrew Tate wannabe type guy going like, here's how you talk to women, like this is what you say, sort of thing. Okay. And then all of a sudden the cameras were on us, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then obviously, and we didn't even know that you guys were getting electrocuted. So we came out, and Chip just started going like that, and was like,
Nick, when I watched this clip, I died laughing. Like, bunch of idiots, man. It's just such a bunch of DJs, man. But yeah, no.
You got a lot of love on that video. You were looking good in that.
I don't know why. I lost a bit of weight.
Looking good in that fit.
I need to watch this still.
When I arrived, Freezy was like, bro.
Oh, you lost weight as well recently.
Yeah, but he was like, you look jacked in this t-shirt. Go to the start, Nick. Freezy's like, you look jacked in this, and then the comments were saying the same. So I guess,
mate. All the comments say, there was a lot of love for you on that.
Is that okay, sir? I need to buy some more, man. Yeah, so we went etiquette training.
Bro, look at that, bro. How fucking good.
How fucking good is
Freezy, look.
YouTube commented.
Yeah, go up. Arthur's friend. Yeah, because Freezy kept saying about George.
Yeah, he kept calling George Arthur's friend.
Yeah, so we do the etiquette training, and she teaches us. Then we go to Hyde Park for some reason, do an obstacle course with a plate of food in our hand to decide which of you we choose. So there's Calux, Max, Farsh, Arthur, and then George, Arthur's friend. And I was like, I got Chip chose you. Actually, you fucked me over, man, because you voted Chip 1,000,000 out of 10.
Yeah,
and I would have won without that.
Well, I didn't fuck you. He did a good job.
Well, we get 1,000,000 out of 10.
Wait, what did you get rated?
It's not even on the scale.
Well, I got 10 out of 10.
To be fair, he whispered on my ear and was like, "You're the reason you got AirPods," because we all got gifts. I got AirPods, and the other boys got vodka and a kid's toy.
Mine was a Grey Goose, actual Grey Goose bottle. That's pretty sick.
I'd rather the AirPods.
I'd rather AirPods.
Because I'm an alcoholic.
So he was like nice to me, and so I was like, this is my boy Chip.
Well, because she gave me 10 out of 10. And the scores aggregate together.
Oh, so you only got 20, so you scored like 0.what% of Chip's score. I
got maximum. But for some reason, Theo he kept saying, I've got heart problems.
One thing that did... So this was another thing as well. Everyone thought that he had like 3 times the shock.
No.
He was getting shocked the same as everyone else.
Right, he had 30, I had 7. His was 30 power, mine was 70 power.
You were getting shocked more than him.
They may be 70.
To be fair, it is a thing I do love about Theo. Like he's one of those people that like acts along and makes himself the butt of jokes to make other jokes funnier. He's amazing, and it's always he makes videos so much funnier because he just gives you material to work from.
Well, that's why when they did the Simon rank YouTubers, obviously the favorites for funniest was like Chip and Theo. But obviously they've got very different humor. You know, off camera, Chip's probably funnier, but on camera, Theo knows how to be the joke.
Like then, like if he was like acting hard and pretending like it wasn't shocking him and just going, it would be so really boring to watch. But him like spilling stuff. That was one thing I was surprised at, that you guys didn't spill anything on us. No one got shocked when they were pouring the drinks or serving the food.
I think because
I was fully expecting like my entire roast dinner to just be on my face.
I think the first thing was because we knew that we didn't have any more food, so we were like, let's just not spill the whatever it is. And then after that, it was like she would tell us. I can't believe you caught that.
I know,
she would tell us when we had to shock. So we.
I was gonna say who was shocking.
So we shock, but she tells us when. So she's an etiquette teacher, so she will tell when.
So did you get shocked if you do something wrong?
Wrong, yeah. Not just for fun, you know.
Although I thought it was like a wait till he's like carrying something and then shock him.
Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting, and it's never happened.
If we, yeah.
But they're like all of these videos are just always so fun to go along to.
Yeah. I just go for the fun, man. I don't care about the.
Actually, the one time I don't know how much I enjoyed it was Chip's dark video.
Oh,
I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah, I watched that.
The 48 hours, 50 hours in the dark, like that was like mentally very difficult.
Really?
Like
Well, I
being
guess, yeah.
entirely on your own.
Yeah.
And in pretty much near black. Like it's really annoying because the cameras have like infrared bulbs, so it looks like they're just black and whiting. Like there's loads of shadows, and it looks like, see the massive shadow on my hand.
Wow.
It looks like that there's a bright light and they've just put a green filter on it.
Yeah.
But it's because there's like a bulb shining the infrared light, and then it's catching that, and obviously there's the shadows. So I think a lot of people might have, well, in the comments at least, were just kind of going like, it obviously wasn't pitch black. Like we can see all the shadows, which is a shame because like it literally was like you could barely see a thing. The only light we had was the little red lights from the cameras, and that was it. Like he had taped. He had. You watched that, didn't you? The top comment is like, "Can't wait to watch this on Simon's."
Oh.
that's actually an interesting one. In the same way, you're probably curious about like the copyright. So like, say Chip does a video like this, and then you watch it on your second channel. Do you ask them first, or is that like a?
I don't, but I always wait. Like, so if he releases a video today, I'll wait a couple days, react to it on stream, and then I'll wait a few more days.
Oh,
and then
okay. So
upload
you
it.
give it time to hit the peak. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I also like, I like to think anyway that I change it a lot in terms of like, I don't just sit and go play. Oh, this is funny.
There's
this
a lot
is
of
funny.
it's
Like,
transformative as well.
Like
Okay,
a lot of
say
people,
something.
admittedly, like I do watch the whole video, but a lot of people in my chat literally go like, "Stop fucking pausing it." And I'm like, well, no, I'm pausing
Yeah,
it so
you're
that
not
it's
here-
not
yeah.
just the video.
Also,
Otherwise-
you'll do more of like, say like I know Beta Squad, they enjoy it when you react to it. So
Yeah.
that'll encourage you more. I know Chip loves it when you react to it as well. So
Yeah.
it's like you'll do more of that, you know. And then in terms of like Mr. Beast, like, you know, anyone can do that.
Yeah, some people have said like, "Oh, can you not react to my stuff anymore?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, calm.
Oh,
Yeah. Like I got
Yeah,
one
that's
from
fair.
when Vic did one.
Oh,
He did his house tour,
Yeah.
and he was like, he put in the chat.
I know he
like,
put it in the chat. He's like, no one react to this.
Yeah, he said no one react to my house tour, by the way. And then he private messaged me as well and said, "Don't react to it."
it's just
Just
I
me.
thought you needed the extra
just in
nudges.
case you didn't catch that. So then I never did it. And then I think it was like 3 weeks later, I think it was Harry reacted to it on stream.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what's happening here then?
Harry just is so the type of guy that just seems to get away with just
Yeah.
literally everything.
Well,
Brand-
literally
Brand
like 3 days
Deal's
after
as
that,
well.
I went, well, I'm reacting to
Yeah,
this.
and did you?
I did it I think I did it like 6 months later or something like that.
Yeah. Well, he does also. I love his second channel like integrations because it's at the start.
Harry.
Yeah, he just starts a video. By the way, guys, today's video is sponsored by.
Yeah.
I actually did a little podcast with a guy called Mulvey. He's got this like podcast called Not Bothered.
Is it in a park?
It's in a
Is
park.
that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
me and Randy have both had this come up on our TikTok.
Like loads.
Really?
All,
A
no,
lot.
I've had like 12 episodes or 12 shorts.
It's probably because you watched one and was
Yeah,
like, it's
I know.
Arthur and I watched it to the end.
good.
Because I think most of the clips have like 300 views. Like there's the occasional one with like,
I've seen like, I was going to say, I've seen all of it.
there's a couple with like a couple 100K because he'll cut it. And yeah,
long
there
is
you go.
An hour and 18.
Hour 18.
I reckon I've seen about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. But you speak well in it and you make some good points as well.
Thank
I'm
you, I
actually like
appreciate it.
learning from it.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
actually.
great venue. So his thing is like he does his podcast in weird places.
Mm-hmm.
So he did one. I don't know if you know Kurt Kaz. He's like a travel vlogger. Look at this guy. Search up Kurt Kaz. Like he literally bangs like tens of millions of views. Like
Really?
you might have seen clips of him on TikTok.
Yeah.
He's like big, hard South African guy, and he'll like go into like the roughest places in like South Africa, Colombia. Like go on his thing and like go most viewed, and he'll like go to people who are like threatening to kill him.
Is this you guy you talk about, John?
Yeah,
you watch
this is one of them. Yeah, there's a
Okay.
bunch of guys. There's Bald and Bankrupt as well as another guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
And people just love his stuff because he literally just like his life is on the line in half of his videos. Like he's literally there with like cartel members that are like that will be like, okay, you come here with cameras, you've got money, give us 10 grand or we're gonna behead you type things. Like seriously
like,
scary.
What does he do?
Gives them 10 grand.
Yeah. Well, I mean he's banging like
Pay to
millions
play,
and
man.
millions. He probably pays. I think sometimes he doesn't, but he's like he's quite an intimidating character himself. But he did the first podcast with that guy, just them
Right.
two on beaches.
Yeah.
They were literally just on a beach, like great view. And the last one, which isn't out yet, he did up a tree with a guy.
Oh wow.
So that's his kind of thing. And yeah,
Wow.
and he was like, "Can I just do this with you?"
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, his first couple of videos were getting like hundreds of thousands of views. But he's been like a long time viewer of me, like since
Nice.
pre-face reveal.
Yeah.
Always like been very nice and stuff. Like dropped me a load of messages, and we've chatted before. So I was like, yeah, I'd be happy to come on. And just same sort of thing. Just wanted to sort of like have a little chat. And
Yeah. I saw one of the most controversial things in that video. There was the socks, right?
The socks.
Yeah, I swear you had like.
Fuck's sake.
You're wearing
I bet. Oh,
odd
no,
socks?
No, it was one night.
I was wearing one night,
Yeah.
one Adidas.
What are you wearing right now?
Adidas.
One Adidas.
Adidas. Okay.
Oh no!
Are they different Adidas though?
No.
Just folded differently.
No, okay, yeah,
No,
that's
that's
yeah,
it.
folded.
Wait,
I was probably in a rush. I think
Yeah,
I
I know.
literally just got back from a holiday, and it was sort of like I had like 3 pairs of, like 3 individual socks that were clean, and none of them
took
were
them. Yeah.
pairs. But oh, there you go. A couple of
Let's
nice
go.
comments.
No, it's a good. I mean, from what I saw on my end, good
Yeah.
good clips.
Because he gives a lot of advice to like up and coming YouTubers and like
Yeah.
stuff like that on his
I
channel.
might
So,
watch some more, man. Get some tips.
so
Go to the video, the channel again, Nick. The Kurt Kaz. I saw a video for Toby, man. Go down on the left.
Is it
But-
because it said Colombian women?
But
Yeah.
Mulvey was literally, he
Yeah.
was like, so I think the guy who did the podcast
Yeah.
is his like channel manager and get some brand deals and stuff.
Oh wow.
And he was like, please feel free to react to as much of this as you want. Like, Kurt would be more than happy for you to.
Perfect.
And this guy bangs shorts, and he said he's gone from like couple 100K to like couple mil, like,
Mad.
or at least a mil and a bit
Mad.
so quickly.
Yeah,
Mad.
it's always sick to like. I think I would like live in a bubble a little bit in like the UK, like YouTube, FIFA kind of scene. So it's sick to see people just like. Well, I mean, now YouTube's so mainstream that people do anything, but
Yeah.
it's always nice when someone does something that's not necessarily like meta, and then they turn
Yeah.
it into the thing and grow and grow and grow.
It came up because I think he did going to Pakistan like Chip did.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you know, I was supposed to be on that one as well.
really.
And so the guy, the channel manager, was like, I've just got back from there a month ago, and I've been going to the toilet every hour
okay.
non-stop for the last month.
Yeah.
And then I asked my dad, actually, and there's one more funny one, but I asked my dad, and he went on a cricket tour there when he was at uni, and one of his mates had such a dodgy meal that he's got one of those like bags that sits
No
outside your stomach
way.
and has a hole through it. And he was like,
God.
and so I asked a bunch of travel vloggers, and I've got a friend from Pakistan as well, and he was like, just make sure you eat everything that's sealed or like thoroughly well cooked. And then literally like I was really I was sending Chip loads of messages like, mate, I'm really not sure about this. This
Yeah,
sounds really
yeah.
dodgy.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't
Yeah.
worry, man, we've got a tour guide who'll help us. I was like, I really don't know. And like the government website was like, there's been an earthquake recently, so be careful of flash floods. And we're also, this is quite dark. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. No, but the UK government was like, we're expecting a terrorist attack.
Oh, mad.
And I was like, Chip, I'm getting so much anxiety about this. And he did the video, and he came back, and on the Monday, the terrorist attack happened, like hundreds of people died.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, this is the exact same thing I was scared of.
Yeah.
But I went for dinner with Harry a couple of days before I was like due to leave.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, how are you going to Pakistan? He was like, do you know how many planes crash landing
Bro,
there?
never talk to Harry
And
about a trip.
Bro, he was like showing me videos of like planes that were going down, and he was like, there's a good chance. And I was like, this is the final straw.
Yeah, so everything that could go wrong was like, yeah, it was not one thing. It was like
There were too many things
Yeah,
piling up, and I was like, the health, like, yeah, I was like, it was too much. So I decided not to go.
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
I kind of regret not going. You know, I've got.
He made a good video.
He made a great video. Like
Bang,
the
bang as well.
locals were lovely to him. Like he obviously is fine, like health wise from it. Like
yeah.
I think obviously a bit of it is probably ignorance from my side, just going like, you know, it's an unknown
Yeah.
and being scared of it. So I've got some regrets not going, but I think we're going to a similar sort of place this summer to do a similar one. So
I've heard this.
I'm gonna
I've heard
try and
about
not.
this, Yeah.
No spoilers. Obviously, he wouldn't want me to leak anymore, but
Yeah.
I think I'll go and just see what happens.